Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today is very exciting because I am launching a new series called Studio Fix, and this is the first episode. I know so many of you live in really small spaces, so this series is going to be makeovers that tackle really small spaces, usually about 200 square feet or under. We are here at my friend Katie's studio apartment. Katie is a very good friend of mine. She lives in a space that is probably about 150 square feet, and this space needs storage, it needs decoration, it needs organization, and I am here to help. I would like to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Audible. I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about them later in the episode. But for now, let's get started. Katie lives in the cutest little place, and it has so much potential. She's a freelance writer, she has tons of books, and she's also very into tarot and crystals, and she's actually so knowledgeable about the subject. And the one thing I noticed when I walked into her space is that this space does not reflect her at all. So I really want to take those things like her books, her crystals, candles, all of those things that she has that really reflect her and her personality, and put them on display. So I am going to be adding lots of storage to this space, some organization, and some beautiful new furniture. I'm so happy to be doing this makeover. Katie's left for the weekend, so we are here. We have the whole space. I'm already so excited to see her reaction. So yeah, in the meantime, let's get started. Hey guys, so it is, what day is it? Friday, the day before the makeover, and this is the prep day. So I want to introduce you guys to Tien.
Hi.
He's helping with like all those contractory bits. And today we are getting shelves all along the ceilings. These are super simple for anyone to do themselves. You go to the hardware store, you get melamine, so it's way less expensive than wood. I got some brackets from IKEA, and Tien is gonna help me mount them on the wall. I'm putting them really high up and putting all of Katie's books on display. I feel like this is a really great tip for anyone that lives in a studio apartment, is to get your stuff on the walls. And I think shelves above the top of your ceiling not only adds a decor focal point, but keeps everything off the floor and just gives you like way more space, and it looks super beautiful. Tien has finished the shelves. We're placing the last shelf up. Yes. They look super custom, but honestly, all it took was some particle board from the hardware store and a few brackets. I cannot wait to come back here tomorrow and top these shelves and make this apartment so nice. I'm so excited. So it's day 2, the shelves are up, they look incredible. I'm so excited to get all of these books on the shelf because it really is gonna be such a focal point of the space when you walk in. You're gonna walk in, you're gonna look up and see all of Katie's books lined up on these shelves. And it's saving so much space. So it's kind of marrying decor and function. I'm also adding lots of plants on these shelves. Katie really wanted greenery in her apartment. And when you live in a small space and there's not tons of, surface area to put plants, shelves like this are the perfect place to house all of your greenery. Already, I'm like, we can just leave, like the makeover's done. So Katie is an avid reader, and I am also an avid reader, which is why I'm so excited that Audible is sponsoring this week's episode. Audible is the leading place for audiobooks, original shows, comedy, you name it, they have got it. The new releases tab is one of my favorite places to find books on Audible. I am listening to the audiobook 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo. It's a fantastic book. Everyone's raving about it. I love how Audible allows me to relax and unwind when I can't actually physically pick up a book to read. So you can listen to Audible anywhere, at the gym, when you're driving, at the grocery store, all of those places where you just want to like be zen and chill. You can listen to an audiobook, which is fantastic. Let me know down below in the comments where your favorite place is to listen to an audiobook. Maybe it's the bubble bath, maybe it's before you fall asleep.
Let me know, and also check out audible.com/Alexandra Gater or text Alexandra Gater to 500500 to get 1 free audiobook, 2 free Audible originals, and a 30-day free trial. Let me know down in the comments below what books you guys are listening to right now, and I hope you use my link because it's an awesome website, it's an awesome service, and just a really great way to unwind and relax without actually picking up a physical book. When you get these kinds of boards cut at the hardware store, you're always gonna end up with like a rough edge like this. So I'm just using some white paint to touch it up so it looks brand new. So the next project I'm going to tackle are these kitchen cabinets. So they're really dark. I actually think that they maybe would have looked okay in this space if I just changed the knobs. But Katie sent me this inspo photo of kitchen cabinets painted robin egg blue. And I was like, let's just go for it. And I think it's really gonna brighten up this kitchen. The whole space the goal is for it to feel like very light and fresh and airy and Scandinavian. So I feel like these light blue kitchen cabinets are kind of gonna add to that ambiance. So these are, I'm pretty sure they're just like inexpensive IKEA cabinets. They're really old. They have a lot of wear on them. So you wanna make sure that you sand down the cabinets before you paint because they have that little bit of glossy finish. So after you've scuffed them up a little, you wanna make sure that you wipe them down with some water or like a cleaner, just to make sure they're really clean and none of the dust is on the cabinets before you paint. So I'm using a paint and primer in one, which is really key for cabinets or like something like this that has a bit of a finish on it. Now that I've got the first coat on the cabinets, I'm going to let it dry before I add a second coat and focus on her desk area. So Katie, like I mentioned, is a freelancer. She works from home a lot, and this desk is so small and not a comfortable space for her to work. So I am bringing in a beautiful desk from Article. Article, thank you so much for gifting this desk to Katie. I know she is going to absolutely love it. I love how Article sells very Scandi inspired furniture. It's really fantastic quality at an amazing price point. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm so surprised at how much bigger this desk makes this room feel. You'd think it would be the opposite because it has a larger surface area than the smaller one, but I am so happy with this. I think it's exactly what Katie was looking for, and I can't wait to style this and make it look cute. The desk chair has arrived. I'm gonna set it up. Now, Katie's chair that she was using before was kind of small and it was not comfortable. And she never used her desk. Like, it just didn't feel like an inviting or comfortable place to be. So now that we've got the desk in, I needed to make sure that I got her a really comfy but also decorative chair. So I went with the blue velvet. I haven't unboxed it because I want to do it with you guys. Let's see. It's beautiful already. Oh yes. Oh yeah. This is beautiful. Oh, and I love that it has arms. It's actually super easy to set up, and it looks so good. That's actually really comfortable. I'm so excited about this next piece that's going above Katie's desk. So Katie's a freelancer, like I said. She needs to know when things are due, and she wanted like a big calendar right above her desk that she kind of looks at all the time to help her time manage. And she saw my video on the easiest DIYs ever. I'm gonna link it up here. Seriously guys, these are like the easiest DIYs you've ever seen in your entire life. Anyone can make them. And this was one of them, this amazing DIY calendar. You just need paint chips and a photo frame, and it makes this beautiful, beautiful calendar. So let's hang it up. I'm so excited. I am obsessed with functional art. Like, this is what this is, functional art that she can use every day. So So now I'm just styling the top of this desk with a cute plant that looks like it's been painted on with pink paint. Some colorful pens, her business cards, the best book ever, apostrophes, and this battery powered desk light. So there's no cords, it's mess free, and can we just talk about how stunning this office looks? Like, I wanna work here every single day, and I really hope that Katie does too. As I mentioned before, Katie loves all things tarot and crystals, witchy things as she refers to them. Those things really reflect her. So I would definitely suggest, if you live in a studio apartment like Katie, the key to decorating it is putting all those things you own out on display, whether it's on open shelves like I've done with her books, or this shelf that I'm gonna put behind here with all of her tarot items. I feel like that's really the key to decorating small spaces, is creating these little like corners of your home that reflect you and your personality. So I wanna make this look like a store, like a beautiful curated crystal store. Feel so zen. Thank you, Katie, for the soothing and hydrating essential oil spray for the face and body. I need a shelf like this in my home. This is like a one-stop shop for everything zen. As I was putting this whole shelf together, I was thinking how all of this stuff was just all over her house, but it's things she uses every day. And now they're just in one place. She can meditate around this little area. Yeah, obsessed. An open shelf like this could be filled with anything. It doesn't have to be crystals and tarot cards like Katie's corner. You could fill it with art supplies. It could be a little craft corner. That'd be cute, right? Cookbooks if you love cooking. Anything that reflects you and the things that you love. Put them in a corner in an open shelf like this. Next up is the entryway. Now, this is literally a corner in this open space. So my challenge is going to be to add a surface for her keys, a little place for her everyday shoes, some hooks. Right now, she doesn't have any of those things. She has a bathroom cabinet. This is filled with all of her toiletries. So I'm gonna clean up this area, get this stuff out, and add some beautiful custom furniture made by the one and only Dani Berger. I can't wait to show you guys what she's made. I looked high and low for a piece that was gonna fit against this wall, a console table. Katie really wanted a console table in her entryway. She needs a surface to put mail and her keys and all of that stuff, sunglasses. I couldn't find one that was small enough. So I enlisted my very good friend, Dani Berger. Dani has this awesome channel called The Diaries of DIY Dani. And she basically goes into people's spaces and makes DIYs for them. And it's incredible. Now, this is her simply beautiful console table. She has a whole collection of things that are really easy to make. So I would highly suggest, if you have a tiny nook in your home, go watch her video to learn how she made this. It's really simple. And you guys are going to die when you see it in this little corner. Like, it's so simple, but absolutely perfect. Guys, how beautiful is this mirror? Off Amazon, super inexpensive. All the products are linked down below, including my Amazon shop, which you can find this linked in. I found this adorable hook at H&M Home. It's small, but it fits perfectly in this little entryway. I feel like when you are making up your own entryway in your studio, it needs to look beautiful, but also needs to be functional. So all you really need is a hook, a mirror, and one of these beautiful console tables, and you're set. This little corner with these three elements already looks 10,000 billion times better than it did before. So I'm laying down a decorative rug instead of a doormat. These just look better, and the key is to find a cotton one so you can just chuck it in the wash when it gets dirty. This closet did not come with a door, which is a problem because I have put all of the stacks of paper you guys saw in the befores, I've organized for her in her closet, all her notebooks. I've put her extra shoes down here. I feel like I need to come over and help her organize this at a different time. But right now, I need to solve the problem of a closet door. So I'm just hanging this with a tension rod as a temporary renter-friendly solution, because you don't want to buy a door for your renter closets, right? I think the key to making this solution look more luxe rather than like really cheap is to buy great quality curtains. So whether that's in a heavier material like these are, like linen, or if they're colored or patterned, just something that adds a more elevated feel is really key, I feel like, to make this whole closet look work. So the cabinets have dried. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I love this blue. I never would have picked this if Katie hadn't suggested it as the color that she wanted these cabinets. And now I'm changing the knobs. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Changing knobs on any sort of like cabinet or dresser or desk drawer even is the easiest way to make your kitchen feel a little fresher. So as you guys saw, all it took to change this kitchen and make it feel so much better than it did was a coat of paint and now these beautiful matte black knobs. These are also from Amazon, linked down below in my Amazon shop. And they were really inexpensive. So I feel like one of the bigger struggles in a studio or bachelor apartment is dividing spaces. So your bedroom and your office is also your kitchen. And so in this space, I really was like, how am I gonna solve this? First I thought maybe a rug or a runner. Then I thought, no, you can never have too much prep space and counter space in a small kitchen. So I found this really tiny island from IKEA. It's on wheels, so Katie can move it in and out of the space. And wait till you guys see what a difference this makes in terms of separating the space. This all of a sudden feels like a kitchen, and over there feels like the bedroom, and over there feels like the office. So this simple piece of furniture was such a great fix. Katie can add a little stool if she wants to have a little dining area, because currently there's nowhere to put a dining table. And then what I'm gonna do is hang a pendant light over this island to, again, really define this space. There was a boob light here, if you guys remember from the befores. It was off center and it was a boob light, so it wasn't cute. So I had an electrician come in to change it to a pendant light. I've just put a cup hook in the ceiling to center it. Here's the thing, I have a pendant light. I have a feeling it's gonna be too small and just not look that great, but I'm going to hang it up here now and then show you guys and then assess the situation. I'm using an Edison style bulb for this light. You might not think about light bulbs, but you should, because they really make a difference, especially in a shade like this that's see-through, where you can see the bulb. So this is what was in the boob light that was originally here. Imagine this in here. It's like that small detail you forget, but it's just not gonna look cute in this. The decor fanatic in me who loves a good statement light, you guys know, love a bold statement light, really wishes this was a bit bigger. But when I step back, I actually think that this is gonna work because it doesn't block the books, it doesn't block the beautiful calendar. You still know it's there, but it's not like overpowering. So I think I'm gonna leave it. Almost done the makeover, it's time to focus on the bed area, and I'm gonna be hanging some art. So Katie has interviewed so many amazing people, but one of her most favorite interviews was Patti Smith. So she has this poster that she got plaqued, and it was really important that we included it in the makeover. So I've hung that right over her bed. There's a spot left to hang another piece of art. So what I've done is I just went on Etsy and bought one of their downloadable pieces of art. This print was only $9, which you would never know because it looks so professionally framed. I love it. So I found this sconce on Amazon for $30, and it's great for renters because it's plug-in, you don't have to hardwire it. It's functional, it's gonna add lots of light to Katie's bed. She didn't have any light back here. So not the greatest to read, and she's an avid reader. So this not only looks beautiful, but is also super functional. I'm putting in another Edison bulb, and I just feel like it completes this little corner. You've got Patti to my left, a beautiful light to your right. What more do you need? Because Katie doesn't have room for side tables, it's a very small space, you have to think about wall storage. So just like the wall sconce, I am actually hanging her side table on the wall. It's small, it's kind of all she needs. How adorable is this? I'm gonna add a little plant and a cute little crystal. She can put her phone here or her alarm clock, whatever she uses. Yeah, and I feel like when you live in a studio like this, you know, she could use the desk as her side table, but I really want to keep that separate. I want to keep that like her workspace, which is why I think a really great solution is just a tiny side table hung on the wall like this. So next I am going to tackle this bed. I'm gonna add a duvet, add lots of cushions, and kind of add the final finishing touches to this makeover. And the final finishing touch for this bed area is a really inexpensive rug. Rugs are such an easy way to add a cozy vibe to your bed space area, and you don't have to get an expensive one. Anything with texture or a bit of color is great. I found this one from IKEA. It's really inexpensive. And I will add that the only two rugs I have in this space are the one by the bed and the one by the door. Because this area is all open, you don't really want a grounding area rug because we want to be dividing the space. So a runner by the bed is a great way to say this is the bedroom area and then everything else is the kitchen and the office. The last thing I'm gonna do in this space is tackle the upper cabinets. Katie has so many cute things up there already. I'm just gonna rearrange what she already has. 2 tips for you guys at home. Use upper cabinets like these to put things on display. This is a great place to put art or ceramics. Anything that you love and that reflects your personality is great. Katie has amazing stuff up there already. I'm just gonna give it a quick rearrange. The second tip is to, use things you already have and just take a look at how they're situated in your home right now. Maybe all you need to do is just rearrange a couple things so everything looks clean and fresh and like new. So the cabinets are done. They're looking very tidy and decorated. And now is the time to reveal the space to Katie. I'm so excited. I've never done a makeover like this for one of my really close friends. And Katie deserves this so much. And I have a feeling that this space is really going to change things for her. She's gonna be able to work in this space. She's gonna be able to have people over. And I'm just thrilled that she asked me to do this for her. My heart is pounding. I'm just so excited for her to see it. So let's bring her in. I want you to open your eyes, but first I want you to picture what your apartment looked like before. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Do you like it? Oh my God.
I'm like so overwhelmed. Oh my God.
Okay, look at your cabinets, the blue that you wanted. And your little meditation corner.
Very few times in my life have I had no words.
Oh, yay.
Oh my God, my bed.
Isn't it great? Now you have a light to read and the massive desk that actually makes the space look so much bigger.
Oh my God, I'll actually work there. It's like the little French minimalist apartment of my dream.
I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh. Yay. Thanks. You're welcome. I am thrilled with Katie's reaction. I'm so glad that she loves this space. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the first episode of Studio Fix. I have lots more content like this coming to you very soon. I'm actually making over my wonderful videographer's studio apartment as well. That's coming in November. Let me know in the comments down below what you struggle with most living in a studio apartment. Some of you call it studios, some of you call it bachelor apartments. What is your struggle living in a 1-room apartment? And I will try to tackle that in the videos to come. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.